After lawmakers invested $250 million in higher education at the 2013 legislative session, some paid a visit to Bemidji to highlight the major investments. It has been nearly a decade since there has been an increase in funding to higher education. Jamil Doneth explains how lawmakers are breaking down the dollars and their plans to push for higher education in the future.
We believe we did make some forward progress.
After a decade of declining state support for higher education, Minnesota lawmakers finally have good news to report.
Even though the session now is a number of months old, I'm still pretty fired up to be able to talk about what we did together.
The House Majority Leader, along with Representatives John Purcell and Roger Erickson, highlighted the new investments at Bemidji State University Wednesday.
We wanted to invest in education, starting with all-day, everyday kindergarten and finishing with putting some money back into the college.
Lawmakers passed a $250 million funding increase. Of that, $78 million will be used to freeze tuition rates for 2 years.
Got some funding into the education process that hasn't been there for a long time.
In the 2013 session, lawmakers also appropriated an increase of more than $75 million to the state grant program, which will increase financial aid for low and middle income students.
The agenda has to be around our students and how they're doing and where they're going. I predict that the next 3-4 years are going to be challenging.
BSU students and staff praised lawmakers for their work at the Capitol, but many had questions about the future.
MnSCU students are working really hard to advocate for themselves, and so we really do need support from our legislators.
With the next budget session in 2015, lawmakers say their focus is on pushing for local education projects at the upcoming bonding session.
There's a lot left to do in Minnesota.
Jamil Doneth, Lakeland News.
Lawmakers will be discussing the 2014 bonding session at Bemidji State University on September 18th.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.